How many of you can say you know a parent? I would hope everyone could say they know at least two. Being a full-time mom to a wonderful little boy is a very challenging but a very rewarding job. Parenting is not all about the cute smiles, the giggles, or the fun memories you will make. It also includes many sleepless nights, an abundance of diaper changes, lots of ruined clothes, and of course exhausted parents. In this speech, I will be discussing the things that no one ever tells you, the hard things of parenting, and the skills you learn being a parent. The first topic of parenting that I would like to share is the things people never share. When I became pregnant, everyone always told me, beware, the long nights ahead of you, get your sleep while you can. Little did I know these nights would last up until my son turned 8 weeks old. He had his days and nights mixed up for a few weeks, so every night between 11 and 4, he would wake up screaming and be fussy the entire time. You would think he was sleeping, but the minute you put him down, it was complete chaos. Sometimes his musical seahorse would help him to sleep, but sometimes that wouldn't even help. And this is his little musical seahorse. He absolutely loves it. If you're a soon-to-be parent, you should probably get it for your little kid. No one ever told me that it would last for 2 months. No one even told me how challenging breastfeeding really was. Everyone always says breastfeeding is so much easier and so much more convenient. Actually, I consider it to be one of the hardest things. My child at times refuses to latch and altogether refuses to eat. When he does eat, it takes him over an hour at every feeding. No one ever bothered to mention that it would feel like I was nursing 24/7. I also was never warned about how complicated a simple trip to the store would turn. That trip goes from easy to extremely complicated after you have a kid. Making a trip to the store involves making sure you have everything you need for your baby, and of course everything you might need. Now that I have shared the things that people forget to tell you, I will share the hard side of parenting. When you become a parent for the first time, your life is completely changed. Some things come natural, but some things take months to figure out. The hardest thing to me is trying to figure out why my child is crying. Now that Carter is almost 6 months old, he has teeth coming in. There are several cries that your baby has. Sometimes it is just a complete guessing game of why your baby is crying. You have to go through the long list of why they might be crying, such as a dirty diaper, I'm tired, or I'm grumpy, I'm in pain, or I'm the bored cry. Sometimes the real reason a baby is crying is on the bottom of the list. The hardest thing to me is because it can become very frustrating of why your kid is crying. Another hard thing the first couple of weeks is where you get absolutely no sleep. You're up all the time, changing diapers, feeding, and rocking your newborn to sleep. That can leave any parent exhausted and begging for sleep. But once you get in a routine, life with the baby gets much easier. The last thing I will discuss about parenting is the skills that you acquire being a parent. Many skills are also acquired when you become a parent. I think the skill that is the most important is that I have gotten stronger since I've become a mom would be multitasking. You must learn how to cook, clean, and do all the things you need to do along with feeding and caring for a baby. Another skill that has become stronger since I had my little boy is patience. You have to learn to keep your patience when you have a screaming or sick kid. Yes, it can get very frustrating, but when that fussy time is over and those innocent little eyes look up at you and smile, it makes everything completely okay. You must also keep your patience when you've had zero sleep and your child is sick or cries all day. When you have a baby, you are also a student or an employee of some sort. You learn to prioritize. You learn to do what is a necessity, and then you make time for what is fun. Yes, you should always make time for yourself, but you should always remember that the important things come first. Being a parent completely brings out a different side in a person. You learn about the qualities that you probably didn't even know you had, but being a parent is an amazing journey. You also learn, or in some cases strengthen, qualities that are necessary to hold a job and to be successful. Being a parent has taught me so much, and it has been a little under 6 months. I cannot wait to see what the future brings. And for my second visual aid, this is my little boy. He was 3 weeks old in this picture, and now he's almost 6 months old.